Welcome to Student Affairs and Services, a carefully curated collection of units organized under the service framework We Inspire Spartans to Grow. Our quality standards are respectful, responsive, and resourceful. We trust this will be an easy way for you to get acquainted with the units, the work we do, and the services we provide to the most amazing students anywhere. Come on in for an introduction.
The center is 50 years old. We're the oldest center in the country, and our mission really is to advance community-engaged learning here at Michigan State University. We get to work both in the academic arena and in the student service arena, so what I like to think is that we work with the whole student, and we get to see their development both academically and personally and professionally, and we work with 30,000 students a year, so I'm really proud of that.
This is the Office of Academic and Cultural Transition, also known as OCAT. It is your home away from home for multiple students with multiple identities. We work with our African American community, our Latino community, our Native American community, and our Asian American community often as they do programming around campus to really talk about cultural acceptance and cultural understanding. One of the things we pride ourselves on is creating an environment of inclusion and acceptance.
Fall Welcome is a transitional program that we host in the Division of Student Affairs and Services that is designed to provide transitional programming for new and incoming students. And so during that Fall Welcome period, we host a number of associated activities. So once students move in, then we take over that Sunday evening and we do activities on each sector of the campus. Whatever we can do to help students connect their academic experience with beyond the classroom experiences that then link them to their professional experience that will help them be outstanding Spartans. That's what we try to do with our leadership programming.
The Associated Students of Michigan State University is our undergraduate student government. It's been around since 1965. This last year we had about 200 students participating in our class councils, our general assembly, or in our staff. We do have a staff that carries out a number of different functions, including our Safe Ride, Late Night Mobility Initiative. We also have the Red Cedar Law Yearbook, the Readership Program, and we also do services such as legal services, which we provide to all of the undergraduate students as well.
I have the opportunity to work with over 900 plus of our registered student organizations to help them with registration, training, leadership activities, as well as serving our advisors to RSOs. And the purpose of these RSOs is to give students a sense of belonging and also give them a vehicle in which they can express their talents and share that with MSU and the greater community.
The Career Services Network, our goal is to foster purpose in all of our students. We understand that when students know their purpose and understand how to fulfill their purpose, not only do they graduate quicker, but they also make a bigger impact upon graduation. Career Services Network is unique because we are spread across campus. We're in each of the 17 colleges, and that gives each college the ability to have an expert that represents the fields that the students are interested in, be able to understand what it is that the students need to do in order to be successful within those fields and industries, and also best connect them to the professionals within that industry.
I am the business manager for the Vice President for Student Affairs and Services, and we manage all of the administrative processes for the units in Student Affairs and Services. We manage hundreds of transactions for the units that put on programming and activities and events, and make sure that the financial and the human resource processes are in place so that the units can do what they do best.
Here at Michigan State, we have 62 chapters, fraternities and sororities, and that's been one of my favorite pieces, knowing how diverse the community is. We have 4 different councils: the National Panhellenic Council, NPHC, which is our historically black fraternities and sororities, the Interfraternity Council, which are our historically housed fraternities, which we have 28 of those, the Panhellenic Council, the historically housed sororities, 14 of those, and the Multicultural Greek Council, which we have 10 organizations. What sets fraternity and sorority life specifically at Michigan State apart, in my opinion, is just knowing how we are looking for the new thing. We're coming together. So it's a new era, and the students are really excited to be a part of that, and that's been my favorite part.
It's a great organization. Our tagline is more than music. So we have about 200 students from all across the university, tons of different majors, both undergraduate and graduate, and they're here to not only play music on the radio, but also participate in so many different departments. So we have a news department, we have a video department, marketing. One of the biggest things our students get out of it is the leadership opportunity. So they're able to participate in an organization where they're making decisions for a wide audience and trying to look for diversity in music while maintaining professional content on air and learning something at the same time. And that all goes back to our mission statement.
Our mission is to provide the campus community with engaged opportunities in recreation and healthy lifestyle activities and hopefully lifelong learning experiences for students, faculty, staff, our alumni, and retirees. But our emphasis is always on serving students. We do that through a variety of facilities that focus on cardio and strength training and group exercise classes, as well as personal training. We have over 11,000 students that participate in a variety of competitive intramural sports, and we have over 800 students that participate in our 28 club sports.
Graduate Student Life and Wellness is an office that's dedicated to student well-being. And so we know, based on the research, that graduate students are more successful when they pay attention to these key areas of their overall mental, emotional, physical health. And so what I do is I blend the art and science of student affairs with kind of the art and science of graduate education. It's really an amazing blend of the academic and the student affairs side of the mission to design learning environments that help students thrive from the beginning of their application process through walking across the stage and getting a master's or PhD or law or medical degree.
My job is where the university intersects with the outside world. So looking at working with students, municipalities, landlords, companies, all of that sort of thing. One of the things I'm most pleased about is the ability to tell the story of where our students live off campus in a data-driven sort of way, because we didn't have any information on that. And that was something that I was able to work on with our registrar's office, and I think that's been very fundamentally helpful in understanding what student needs are, because nearly 70%, if you look at undergrad and grad students, live off campus.
We serve all students with children on MSU's campus. So those include inspecting parents, that includes parents who might be step parents, adoptive parents, caring for a sibling, or have some other foster care guardianship arrangement. So if you're a student attending classes at MSU, we provide services and support through our office.
So here at the SVRC, we really focus on supporting the student veteran through their entire process while they're on campus. This includes everything from outreach and sort of like recruiting and the intake and transition, all the way to career services and getting them graduated and providing that alumni support. Here at Michigan State University, we're really proud of our gold level Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency vet-friendly status. So that focuses a lot on how we're serving our students, and they're looking more at the graduation rates, persistence rates, things like that. And we've been honored for 4 years now as a gold level school.
The Resource Center for Persons with Disabilities was founded in the 1971-72 academic year. I'm really excited about our mission because it predates federal legislation for this sort of office. So MSU has always been a leader in including people, and people with disabilities are a core part of that inclusion program. I'm so happy that Michigan State University's mission of land grant and being there for students of all types has helped this population of people with disabilities achieve. Our entire program is based on helping people discover and develop their abilities for lifetimes of success.
So Student Affairs and Services is involved in crisis intervention with our students in different ways. One would be if we know a student who's gone to the hospital, that we would go visit the student at the hospital and work with their parents or guardians in case they need something to help them with their classes or financially or in some other way. We also work, unfortunately, with students who have passed away. Every year we have students who pass away, and working with their parents and the units on campus that would be associated with that. One of the things we're most proud of is the MSU Student Food Bank. It's in its 25th year, and we're servicing students and or their families every 2 weeks, and we now have fresh produce, so we're actually open every week, and we're being able to keep the students not having to choose to buy their books or medicine, but being able to make sure that their students are successful at MSU.
The Spartan Leadership Center is an innovative space where we encourage faculty, staff, and students to come together and become effective leaders through implementing programs and events that promote leadership. One of our goals here in Student Affairs and Services was to tap into a platform that would allow students, faculty, and staff to have this space, and the Spartan Leadership Center is just that.
I have the great pleasure of working with a lot of talented undergraduate students who are intercultural aides, and they are part of the Emerald ICA program. I think that our intercultural aid program has a proud history of 50 years. We started in 1969 with Black students, and over the years we have evolved, and we are very inclusive and very diverse as a student staff. We have students of all different backgrounds. Racial ethnic diversity is really critical to us, and that also includes international students as well.
Here at the Resource Center, we create a safer and braver space for LGBTQ students across campus. We also help transgender students navigate the student housing policies as well as name change policies on campus. And we provide educational touch points for faculty, staff, and students across campus. I want people to know that we're for everyone, so you don't have to be marginalized by your sexuality or gender identity. You can be a person who just wants to learn more, you can be an ally, and we have something for everyone.
Well, now that you've had a brief introduction to Student Affairs and Services, we hope you will want a more in-depth experience with who we are and what we offer. Check out our website. Check out our social media sites. Check out our spaces and places. And join us as we inspire Spartans to grow.
We inspire Spartans to grow.
Go Green!